shots fired. It's shots fired. Drunk, but I made it right. You came back into your night. I don't wanna hit the bottom. Don't go out of your state of mind. I've been counting 1 to 10. I'll be back when you be down. Yeah, I see you go down. Yeah, I see you go down. Yeah, I see you go down. And I know you keep asking me. Flames and fire, I know you are down with me. It's just fired. It's just fired. It's just fire. I know you keep asking me. Flames and fire. I know you are down with me. It's just fired. I wanna see the light. See the light. I wanna see the light.
American endurance racing all began. It is time to get underway. Round 3 of the 2023 IMSA Assetto Corsa Sports Car Championship visits Sebring International Speedway. We welcome you out here, ladies and gentlemen, to our grand packing arena where these drivers are going to go head-to-head in some of man-made best machine-built race cars. We are live at Sebring down in Florida. And we are just a handful of minutes away from qualifying. We'll see the drivers go head-to-head, 6 minutes only, one-shot qualifying, and then it's off to the races. 1 hour, 12 hours in Canada. Get this one underway. Stacked lineup of very talented drivers. The sunset there in Florida. Let's practice. Welcome out here, everyone. I'm your host, rolling this here from Caribbean Motor Racing Sim Club, welcoming you out to Sebring International Raceway. Almost at Speedway there for a second. A lot of trailer parks here. Everyone here coming to witness an amazing race about to take place. As we hear some of these cars screaming down the front straight, just listening to those amazing cars here. Beautiful evening. As we just run through the front straight here. I'm already going to say this now early as possible so we get it out the way. We are a couple more subs away from 300 subscribers. So, if you can, make sure to hit that subscribe button. That will help us out a lot. I hope the microphone is working and is loud enough. Just want to do a quick microphone check. Good thing that we're 300 subscribers. Okay, I think I did fix the microphone now. So, if you can, make sure... Yes, we definitely fixed the microphone. All right, so you probably never heard me for the start of that, but we welcome you out here. It is Sebring. We are in Florida. We are about to get underway for qualifying. Sun is setting here, but the race is going to be 12 hours long in the day. It's going to be sunrise to sunset, 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. just as the IRL Sebring 12 hours gets underway. A lot of drivers still entering into the server as we watch a couple drivers pass on our screens here as we go down the back straight. Who do we have on track? Let's go take a look. We have Cale Vaden Roper currently fastest with a 202.190, followed by Luca Andretta sitting in the pits with a 202.437. Tavar Clark also in the pits, 202.664. DeVille Park coming around the final corner. Looks to be, yes it is, currently doing a 202.841. Next up, Dylan Moranti, 202.904. I'm gonna skip past myself, who was actually just practicing a little bit with the guys here. Martin Webster, 203.269. Then we have Cole Bradbury in the Ferrari sitting in the pits, 203.307. Ricard Gomicia in the BMW, 203.800. David Squarin, the Polish driver, sitting with a time of a 204.665. CO Polar making his long-awaited debut, and our first Asian driver. Yes, he is from South Korea. We know we cater for drivers all over the world, and this is a first. Polar makes history today as the first South Korean driver to take to Caribbean Motor Racing Sim Club. Cannot wait to see what he does. He is in the Ford GT. Brandon Smith on his outlap, currently doing a 207.283. We did see the likes of Ivan Marino and Jaden Harrison. They are slowly getting themselves ready to go. later on. Daniel Taberner, currently not sitting with the time just yet, but now he's on the track for his first couple of laps. And George Hall, who is now hopped into the session, has also yet to put in a lap. It is very dark out here in Sebring. We go on board with Daniel Taberner. You can see these drivers got a lot of work to do. Sebring itself is a very, very difficult track. Day or night. But in the night, it is just a whole other beast. But as the IRL IMSA schedule goes, which kind of crosses through with the World Endurance Championship all going on this weekend at Sebring in real life, it is a 12-hour event. Yes, that means these cars will go around the track for 12 hours straight. That goes on in real life. However, in the world of sim, we're allowed to speed up that time, and that means we are allowed to kind of, you can call it cheat the system in a way, but we are running 12 hours in sim, which will only be done in 1 hour. So this race is only going to be a 1 hour event, but it's not going to fail to produce some exciting action. I already see some cars together here. We have Martin Webster, CO Polar, the Guyanese here. Martin Webster actually knew he's going to take it straight into the pits. Who do we have on track that we can watch? Cale Vaden Roper. Ooh, I might have caught him at a wrong time there as he finds himself off the track. Who do we have on track? DeVille Park. He was fastest for the majority of this session here. Make sure we do have 13 of you guys in the stream viewing. Thank you so much. If you want to use the chat, make sure to hit that subscribe button. And it will also help us out a lot because we are so close to 300 subscribers. It would be amazing if you guys could support, and hopefully we can hit that goal today. Nine minutes and 43 seconds left to go. Let's get some beats on the stream. Alright. Audio is good. No microphone checks anymore. We should be fine. All the way. Welcome in the chat. Say welcome there. Music. Yep, we got the music going now. It's a party here at CMRSC. Ladies and gentlemen, if you are new to Caribbean Motor Racing Sim Club and you're a racer yourself, go ahead in the description down below to subscribe and also join our Discord. The Discord is where you're going to see all official races that you're able to compete in. And also join us. We go racing now every Saturdays with daylight saving now, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. 8 minutes and 30 seconds left to go. I think it's time we tune it up. the sound of these cars as they shout through the night. As we grab on board with Lance Nasir. Not too long until we get official qualifying underway. As we're on board watching Lance Nasir. Let's go out of car. Flying past our screens there, the LMP2 class. Very fast out here. If you are new to endurance racing, I'll give you the rundown. Basically, in endurance racing, there are two different races going on at the same time. The first one being the LMP2 class, which so far is only filled up with 3 drivers. Here today, Jaden Harrison, who's still trying to get his force feedback working, Lance Nasir, and Danny Nasir. Those are your drivers competing for the LMP2 class that are worth less points than the more occupied GTE class, which is filled with cars from Porsches. What else do we have out here? A lot of the dominant portions at the top. We have the Aston Martins, the Ferraris, the BMWs, the Ford GTs, and we do have the Chevrolets, the Corvettes, but Curtis Gregory is not here to pilot that car today. So there are 2 races going on simultaneously where the LMP2 class is the faster class and is just going to fly right by everyone. But we are more focused on the GTE class to definitely see who's going to win this one. Take a look at those times. 2021, 2024. The top 7, or top 6, I should say, all separated by 1 second. And there is your overall standings there. 4 minutes to go until we get qualifying. Just want to run through a little bit of fun facts about Sebring, as this track is a very, very, very historic track for endurance racing in North America. So, Sebring was first opened back in 1950. Very long time ago. Let me just turn down the audio so you can hear me now. So, track was first opened in 1950, and its first race that was held was the Sebring Grand Prix of Endurance, which was won by the team of Sam Colliner and Phil Walters, driving, get this, a Cadillac. So the track is 3.74 miles, which features 17 very difficult turns. It's one of the oldest continuously operating tracks in the US, and its rich history hosts many, many prestigious races. The most famous one held is what we're doing right now, the 12 Hours of Sebring, which we are doing the virtual version of it. It's part of the IMSA WeatherTech Sports Car Championship, annually held since 1952. It's also held as the FIA World Endurance Championship and the American Le Mans Series. So Sebring is very unique in its own way compared to a lot of other tracks. Why? Well, Sebring is very unique for its airport runway section, which passes through the track's airport taxiways and a runway. During the race, planes have to hold for the cars to pass. And Sebring has been featured in several movies, including the James Bond film Thunderball and Steve McQueen's classic Le Mans. Sebring is also the first track to be installed with lighting allowed for night racing, but as you see here, it is still very, very dark. Sebring is located near Lake Jackson, which is known for its large population of alligators. during the race, track officials have to keep an eye out for alligators that might wander onto the track. Luckily, I don't think we'll be seeing any of those around here, especially in the world of sim. And Sebring International Raceway has become really a special relationship with the city of Sebring and many local businesses and residents coming out to support the race, to welcome the fans who visit the city for the event. Lance this year has gone fastest. We're just gonna watch Lance this year now. All right, let's now jump into the Discord and let's hear what the drivers are saying.
Come again?
Was that orange triangle?
Yeah.
Was that orange triangle?
I'm not even sure if it was there.
Mic check.
Not hearing you.
Here, get real.
So,
All right, yeah, what's up?
yeah, my join buttons are grayed out, and I have a triangle by the Corvette.
Okay, can you try selecting like a different car on that list on the side? And then I
Yeah,
think
it doesn't matter what I do. It just doesn't make a difference.
It's a red warning sign, yeah?
try restarting Content Manager. Like close
Yeah,
out
I
and
did
open.
that already.
Okay.
Is it a
I'll do
red
it
triangle?
Like an orange triangle.
And the car name's grayed out? Screenshot that, let's see.
Are you able? Do you know how to screen share, Sean?
You can't do that, Rahul, in this chat.
You can. I think I changed it already a
So
while
it's not
ago.
grayed out.
Oh, did you
Only
change
thing is
it?
grayed out is the Cadillac.
Yeah, that's
The
fine.
Cadillac's grayed out.
When it's grayed out, it means it's full.
But the Corvette,
Like the cars are full. So what happens if you click the Aston Martin? That should be open.
No, it highlights. It is there, but the join button still doesn't turn green.
It might be your CSP. It could be CSP or something.
Okay, if it's CSP, Sean, on
I was
the
on last night. Why would that change?
okay, Sean, go to settings at the top, and then on the top left, go to custom shaders patch, and then on the far left side of all those bars, make sure it's on about and update to 0.1.79. It should be the highest available version.
So you want me to go to the highest one?
Yes.
All right.
So click that,
I
then
was
it'll
running
install.
turbo low.
By the way, Raul, did you take yourself out after you tested, you did the hot lap with the Ashton yesterday?
What do you mean take myself out?
That was it. I'm good now. That was it.
You good now? Okay.
It's a custom shader patch.
Oh.
Thanks, Raul.
All good. Yeah, Martin, no. That doesn't really matter because I already have a slot selected for every driver separately.
Oh, okay.
Where's Marlon?
Not like this in the race?
Where's Marlon?
Marlon's missing the race. He can't get off of work today.
Still recovering from that blows from last week.
Are you going to discuss the start after qualifying, aren't you, Rahul?
Yes. Yeah, I will. But all I can say it now, the start's going to be rolling, and just for you guys to not panic, the race is going to be in the day. It'll be sunrise to sunset, 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. So no nighttime racing.
Oh, come on.
I mean, towards the end, Martin, it's going to be basically night. For maybe 5 minutes, but hey, you'll get your wish.
Nighttime with no headlights, please.
Also, we've got 17 cars. That's mad.
2 of them are DPI.
Do I need to map a button for headlights?
Yeah.
No headlights are automatic.
Are
they? Yeah.
Not with this car.
Oh, they're not?
No, you gotta turn them on.
I can toggle mine on and off.
Okay, so all right, yeah, Sean, do you know how to enable that button?
Yeah, I think I gotta exit to do that, right?
Yeah, you gotta exit, go to settings, Assetto Corsa, controls, and I believe it is under. Let's check the high.
It's on the buttons.
I got it.
Yeah, under
Some
buttons. Yeah, under miscellaneous.
Boutons.
It is under the clicky boys.
My hair.
When does qualifying start?
Literally a minute or so.
Yeah, in about a minute. Oh, there you go. It's about to start. All right.
Sean decides to load in.
So minute 22 for qualifying
It
starts.
doesn't make a difference anyways. We're gonna be the back anyways. So I don't care. I'm just here to run the laps and have a little fun.
Come on, we have to represent. We're the only two here.
I know,
Those
but the car
Porsche.
ain't got no pace anyways, so we'll be in the back anyway. So it'll make a difference when we qualify.
Yeah, we could do a rolling chicane. Keep them pulled off the bar.
I definitely made sure this time it's going to be a single car
Patience
qualifying.
is none to stake, and also, you know, one fast lap doesn't mean anything. It's consistency, right?
I'll be
Oh yes. Oh yes, that's how I ended up like P3 last round. I just kept consistent.
It's not wrecking. Rahul, you don't want to see chaos?
Not particularly.
That's unfortunate.
Ottavar's gone.
Where'd he go?
Might rejoin.
He's in the voice chat.
Sure, we want to see chaos. That's what makes racing fun.
Of course.
Yeah, when I'm not officiating it.
It's always nice when I have to start from the back again.
It's okay, Martin. You can go from last to first. It'll be a good story to tell.
It would, yes.
Good luck, guys.
Yeah, good luck, everybody. Is it one-shot qualifying?
Yeah.
For everybody?
Well, 6 minutes. 6-minute session.
Basically, you
yourself.
get 2 time lapses.
By yourself.
Just waiting
Yeah,
for
by
someone
yourself.
to join. Just waiting for someone to join, so.
Why is it taking so long?
Just waiting for someone to join.
Yeah, I
There
think
we
that's
go.
why. There we go. All right, I think... Yeah, it has started. It started. It'll be daytime. Just let it load.
Okay.
It's not daytime.
Uh-huh.
Oh, is it going to load? All right, cool.
According to the rule, Bill. How long do I have to wait for this to load for it to be daytime?
It should be loading day.
I'm seeing pitch black.
Yeah, it's morning.
Morning.
Is it like... Okay, hold on. Let me just double check time.
Like sun rising, it's morning.
The middle of the night for me.
All right, Martin, how much fuel you need for this race?
66.
66 total?
Oh,
There we
Yeah.
go. All right.
How long is the race?
All right, good luck, guys. Race is going to be 1 hour. So about like, what, 30-something laps?
66 liters? No way.
Yeah. I'm getting 100 now.
It'll be about 32 laps at the most.
30 laps, that's what I get.
All right, luckily, we do have sunlight. That is a good sign. Let's head down to the live timing screens. If I can find that right now. There we go. All right, finally, we have the timing sheets up. So with Assetto Corsa's one-shot qualifying, sadly, we won't be able to see the cars go around track, or at least one of them. Actually, we do have one. It's Lance and Sear.
Real penalty on?
Correct. All right, let's get this one underway. Just waiting for the cars to go around as we're watching Lance Nasir on track. Yeah, Jaden, I'm looking at everything on my side to see what I could fix with this force feedback issue, but the only thing I'm seeing, it's definitely on your side. Like, I don't know if you want to try, like, going into single player quickly and see if that'll work, but I don't really know what the issue is exactly.
One second.
The one thing I can suggest is try downloading that app, I guess, when qualifying finishes. It's called FFB Clip. It's basically just going to overwrite all your FFB settings that I know a couple drivers use, including myself. So that's the only thing I can help with. Make sure to enable it if you install it. All right, checking out qualifying now. Just trying to help the drivers, making sure everything's all good to go.
See, once I go to that custom shader pass, now I can't. All right, I'm getting blinded with the sunlight.
Do you know what post-processing filter you use?
Not sure. I'll give it a lap and see what we got.
You can check it in-game, so if you want, like, as soon as qualifying finishes, we'll see what we can fix. So looking at the timing sheets now, Jaden Harrison having an issue with his steering wheel. So, remember, this is going to be a 3-car battle for the DPI class. Danny Nasir currently holds a pole position. Martin Webster on pole as well, I believe, for his class. Or I think that's Daniel Tabener. No, it is Daniel. Both of them are fighting very close, but none of them have valid qualifying times just yet. Because we also have Lance Nasir watching at the bottom of our screen here. So far in the GTE class, Martin Webster takes provisional, and I do not know what just happened to his time. I think it just got deleted, maybe, because now Jaden Harrison is on pole for the DPI class. Danny Nasir shuffles down to second, Lance Nasir third, Cole Bradbury pole position for the GTE class. Followed by Luca Andretta and Ricard Gomizia. So it's a Ferrari, Porsche, and BMW top 3 there. As the DPIs, it goes Cadillac, Acura, Cadillac. Those are the 3 up there as well. Remember, if you are just tuning into the stream, we are in qualifying.
It is on and off. I reinstalled G-Hub and got it fixed, but it's still on and off.
Okay, well, hopefully that helps then.
Yeah.
So, good news.
You said we're going to have, what, 30 laps? 37 laps?
Around there, yeah. I would fuel for 40, just on the safe side. So qualifying already coming up to a close, and interestingly now, the top 3 has just changed slightly as David Scorin is now up into P3, pushing out Ricard Gomizia. Danny Nasir takes back provisional. The checkered flag is out, and ladies and gentlemen, I think Danny Nasir has done it. Yes, he has. Danny Nasir has just taken pole at the line. And I believe that's his first pole in CMRSC. Wow. A 54.5 from him. A 54.577 against the 54. Ooh. Oh, actually, hold on. Martin Webster shuffling up the order as well as DeVille. Ricard up there as well. So that's your top 3 now for the GTEs. Cole now taking provisional. Luca P2. And Martin Webster just able to get that P3. Now, very interesting qualifying as it's now come to an end. Let's congratulate our top 3 for both classes. All right, good qualifying out there in the DPI class. Pole position, Danny Nasir, followed by Jaden Harrison and Lance Nasir. And for the GTE class, it's Cole Bradbury on pole. I take that back. Daniel Tabener is now on pole, followed by Cole Bradbury and Luca Andretta.
Daniel, you jammy dodger.
That is the most British thing I've ever heard.
That is your top 3 from both classes.
Sorry, Carl.
We do have some cars.
And my game broke.
We do have some cars still on track. Dylan, not pleased, I should say. with that result there from his fellow competitors. All friendly towards the end. We do have some drivers still
Now
yet
time to explain what's going to hopefully cause a more quieter start to the race.
Before I do that, let me just bother Sean really quickly. Sean, if you click drive and you know
I
where
had no issue in that lap, so it should be alright.
Are you sure? Because we can turn down the like the sunlight all from in the game. You don't have to exit.
I think it'll be alright.
Alright.
I never had a trouble before.
So that is your starting lineup there. I don't know how much time you guys have left. If you just want to go quickly run out on track and do your starts. You can't?
We can.
We don't need to practice starts. It's a rolling start.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
Oh, speak for yourself. I suck at rolling starts.
Just
So do
channel
I,
your,
but I
channel your inner
just-
NASCAR.
We do have some cars still on track, but let's go back onto the lefty. All right, so this race is going to be a rolling start, so that also means we had to just quickly we had to make the race a little bit longer. So it's no mandatory pit stop, but keep in mind of your fuel and your tires, as this is going to be a 65-minute race plus 1 extra lap after after qualifying. Sorry, after the race. My apologies. So that's not after. Sorry? So yeah, 65 minutes plus an extra lap, so about 67 minutes, maybe 70 minutes total for this race. It's going to be a rolling start, so what's going to happen is that we're all going to try to go double file. As soon as we get to the back straight, as soon as the final GTE car gets onto the back straight, we're going to wave the green flag for the GTE class.
Huh?
Wait, what?
Oh, sorry. Apologies. No. We're gonna wave it for the whole class, not just the GTEs.
Wait, we're going green on the back straight?
Yes, we are gonna go green on the back straight. So if you guys remember how we did Daytona, we allowed on the bankings, we allowed it to go green, and the DPIs just rolled right off and just ran away with it. So, yeah. So everyone's gonna go green as soon as the last car goes around the final corner. It'll be enough time for the DPIs to absolutely gun it out of there, and as soon as you get to turn 1, there will be a considerate gap.
I just realized that my flag is Assetto Corsa. I don't belong to any country. Not that it matters.
No, I think you're fine on the stream.
Oh, is it really?
Yep.
Nice.
So yeah, no mandatory pit stop. Set your fuel though, set your tires, because I don't know if the fuel will last.
What?
And real penalty is on, so just double check everything's all good on your side. And we're about to enter the grid. Sorry, what was that? It's a bit hard to understand you there. Just give me 1 second. Let me just turn your.
No, I was asking how many fuels for there is for the Porsche.
Oh, for the Porsche. I'm not too sure. Any Porsches can help? How much fuel?
101 liters.
All right, full tank. I
Not
think.
really.
Is it not
103.
No, full tank is like 140 liters.
All right.
Yo, somebody check it.
Like 101 liters to far. About.
So when the lights go out, we are still we're gonna be a rolling start. So we're not gonna go racing when the lights go out, and please do not jump the start because we are not giving it to you back. We're not gonna give you the lap back if you jump the start. Also, only under race direction we will allow blue flags or lap cars to go around on certain occasions, but that'll usually be only if there is something that happens with the track and then a car goes a lap down with no fault of their own. But normally, no blue flags. Sorry, no letting around any lapped cars during cautions.
Everyone in the voice chat. No issues there.
Yep, I think we are good to go with that. So we have 1 minute and 50 left to go. Make sure you got your setups ready to go, your fuel, your pit stops, and everything. And remember, at the lights, we do not go racing. It is a rolling start. Double file, please.
Is anybody else having sun glare?
Huh?
Nobody else.
Yeah, I get that, but I run Sol. I run the basic Sol.
I mean, it just went away again.
Is the sun setting?
No. The game just reset now, so now it's 9 a.m. again.
Yeah, I think that's what happened to you, Sean.
All right, let's see what happens.
It got darker, so.
I'm along for the ride today, so let's have fun.
Let's have a good one
Oh
out
yeah,
there.
that's right in my eyes now.
Close them.
I wish it was in the night.
Close your eyes.
Who knows?
bro.
Maybe the race
What do
will
you see,
randomly go
bro?
in the night or something.
Yo, you always say, close your eyes, Martin.
Oh, put on your dark shades.
It's almost 6 o'clock like here. Doesn't even look like 6 o'clock here. It's all bright.
And with that, 48 seconds left to go. The drivers are getting ready. It's a rolling start for them. We're going to go through the grid as the cars get off.
Yes, I see the sun rising now.
Good luck, everybody.
Yeah, good luck. This is going to be an interesting one. Try not to break check each other on the formation lap.
Is it a single file start or double file?
Double file.
Are we double file the whole way?
If you want to go single file the whole way until the back straight, you can. So, like,
That might not be a bad idea.
if you want to do that, just memorize who's around you.
As long as Luke remembers
Right,
this,
Cole's behind me. Who's in front of me? Oh, nobody's in front of me.
You're on pole. No one's in front of you.
And which side of the track you're on?
What,
So remember,
are we gonna have to-
don't jump the
Keep it double
start.
file.
Make sure you're not going on the lights. Well, you're not going racing on the lights. We're rolling. Give me 100 kilometers. Here we go.
Luca, I'm gonna go in front and we'll go side by side.
Single file is good until you get a wrong guy.
Yeah, if you want to do
Luca,
that.
Guys, try not and break check each other, Jesus.
So with that, the drivers now go around. Getting ready
Good luck,
here.
guys. I'm sorry, Rahul, did I qualify P13 or 14?
I have no idea. Let me just double check. P14. As we see all these beautiful machines going around
you
the
just told me I
track.
got a decent start.
Hang on, Cole. I'm going to leave a bit of a gap to these boys.
I mean, Martin, he didn't lose any positions.
So I'll take the outside of you, I guess, then, at the start.
I suppose so, yes.
Actually, if you do want to back yourself up from the other guys, you will be able to go green a bit earlier then.
Alright, bombing DPIs. George!
There you see, only 3 DPI cars. Best of luck to everyone. 16 of you guys watching the stream. It is about to go down.
Where do you want us to go?
I know, that's what I'm saying. Hey.
Where do you want us double file?
Let me get on the back straight.
No, you can do it a little bit before the back straight, or if you want to do it on the back straight.
During the chicane sweepy bit.
Yeah. I would say then. You guys can decide that. I just need everyone to be double filed.
We're still right at the back of these DPIs.
Well, I'm pretty sure they're gonna gap.
They'll be alright. The DPIs
Even if you guys stay close to them, like when you get to the front straight, they will definitely gap you guys.
They're gonna fly away. Yeah, they're gonna fly away in the back straight. They'll be alright.
Yeah, it's only 3 cars.
Again, we'll start double now. I guess.
Yeah, if you want to double now, you can. Here we go. It is time. It is round 3, about to get underway.
That was the yellow flags already.
Double file. DPI class, double file.
Hey, George, can you check?
Well, I kind of like this grid. Ferraris and keep Porsche, then, you know.
And let's keep comms clear and get ready for the green. Green flag, green flag. Everyone green, everyone green. We go racing. There's the front. There's the pack. It's gonna get scruffy around here for these guys down here. Danny Nasir already losing out. We see him in the top of our screens there, but it is racing now. Here we go. So the two CBR cars already leading us off of the first couple of turns here. There we see the two Porsches. There we see Ricard. There we see Martin Webster. Into the first couple of turns. Here we go. For the GTE class. Do they keep it clean? One car loses out. It's David off the track. We stay green. Here you see already under pressure is Cole Bradbury. Luca now looking at towards the inside. Now we look to the end of this straight here, though, is Danny Nasir trying to get close. And look at this, Luca. Does he get the move? No, he's going to have to back out, and that's going to allow Daniel Taverner to get a little bit of this action. Tavar Clark now also on the rear end of Daniel Taverner. Great start from these drivers here. Tavar wasting no time as he tries to send it up the inside. Cannot get it done in time, though. We look back to our front two, guys. This is your battle for second position. Danny's got the better run. Oh, it doesn't look like it, actually. Lance Nasir just holding off. We look back to Cole. He's got a lot of people to defend from right now because this pack is close. They do not want to lose out whatsoever in this battle here. 20 of you guys watching the stream, thank you for tuning in. This is going to be one to remember. Luca now really putting on the pressure. And check this battle out. Look how many cars are all close together. You can see it with the map. You can see it in front of you. Oh my goodness. Danny Nasir losing a lot of time to Lance Nasir, interestingly. Lance Nasir is currently sitting in P2. Moves being made. Is there contact? No, there's not. I think the bumps are just getting these guys out. And Dylan's going to be one of them. He heads wide. CO now on the inside. Gonna take P12 after that. Back up the field now. Luca still on the pressure of Cole Bradbury. Cole in that Ferrari is holding up very well. Now they go through a very tight section here. We take it to the skies. Oh, contact!
Whoa, what was that?
Luca and Cole contact with each other. Off the track.
Nice move, Luca.
All right, we'll look at it after the race. CO also losing out in that, but it's chaos. Cole losing out. Contact between himself and Luca. And Daniel Taverner now leads us. Dylan Moranti also losing positions now to Cale Vanderoper. Chaotic start to this one. There you see all our drivers going past. And Cole now already putting the pressure on young Sean Lee here. Sean in that custom Aston Martin is not going to have to do a lot of defense against the very feisty Cole. We look up the field, though, in just a moment. We do see Martin Webster putting on the pressure to Tavar Clark. But Luca now still closed up on Cole. I think we got ourselves a bit of a rivalry. Cole defending as much as he can. Cale just behind all of them. Jaden puts in the fastest lap and is already 11 seconds clear of Lance Nasir. Looking up this field now. Martin Webster, he said this Aston Martin is not fast. Well, he finds himself in P3. But Ricard is not going to make it easy for him. Down the order. Luca goes wide. And this battle is closer now. Everywhere you look, battles all around your screen. These bumps are definitely going to catch these guys off. Brandon Smith going to lose out to CO. And we go back up the order now. Lance Nasir is going to find himself under pressure very soon. Danny Nasir is finding his feet and getting back into this battle. Martin Webster now kind of getting gapped from himself and Tavar Clark. And Ricard is just going to be following up and trying to see if he can get Martin Webster anywhere. Check this out, though. Cole and Luca side by side. Does Cole push him off just a little bit there? Oh, it's very intense. These guys are still side by side. Luca on the outside now. Cole on the inside, on board. Cole's gonna lose 2 positions to the Porsches. Dylan's gonna have to slow up a lot. Is there something wrong with Cole, maybe? I'm not too sure. But Cole has lost 2 positions on a straight. Oh, that car does not look good. Here comes Dylan. On the outside, he has more power. He's getting squeezed. Side by side. Can he get the move stuck? On the inside, just about. Can Cole counter? Dylan goes a little bit deep. Can Cole get a better exit? Both of them run off. Even George in the background runs off the track. 3/10 the difference. Martin Webster closing up to Tavar. Getting caught out with the bumps. Martin sends it on the inside. Door to door. Contact is made as well. And Tavar is still fighting into this one. He cannot lose this position here. Lance is here. Danon is here. Contact as well. Back to this battle here. Martin's gonna have to let him go. But he's on the outside again, now on the inside for the next set of corners. This is where he gets tight. Contact is made. And 2 cars just cannot fit through there. Tavar's gonna shake it off and get right back into this one. DeVille off the track. And DeVille, this is gonna be painful for him. He's gonna have to wait until it's clear. Oh, that was very close for DeVille there. Danny Nasir, we skipped to it for a brief second, but he spun. I don't know if it was contact with himself and... if it wasn't with himself and Lance Nasir, but oh, he's just all out of shape. Through this section of corners here. And check this out, side by side. Kale losing the position now to Dylan Moranti. Here comes Cole. Ooh, contact almost. And Cole just watching Kale sliding that Porsche. No traction at all. Cole just looking for some way to get back into this battle here, as that Ferrari is just slow all of a sudden. We don't know why, but looks like he's got a better run now. Maybe he can get Kale on this next set of corners here, over the curbs. Trying to close up that gap just a little bit more. We cut to the front. Luca hunting down Tavar off track. Spins, almost saves it. Just about. What a save! And it's a 3 wide, almost in the background here. We go on board with Cole. He's gonna watch Kale and Dylan go side by side, coming up to Sunset Bend. Here they go. Kale takes a lot wider of a width, and Cole is gonna have to slow up a little bit more. Again, getting caught out with the bumps. What an entertaining race this is, all from the get-go. Incredible stuff, and 53 minutes left to go. Oh, Kale's off! Kale off the track. Does he get it saved? He has to slam on the brakes, slow down, he spins it. Does he stay off the track? Just about. Dylan, what has happened to him? He spins it as well. The Porsche's in trouble now. And now he's gonna have to face the opposite way. There goes Kale as well. Flick spins it, and Brandon is gonna come through and watch his teammate go down the order again. Valhalla falling down the order. And Daniel Taberner leads us in the GTE class. Luca, however, still putting pressure on Tavar Clark. What action this is. Incredible stuff, like I said. If you guys are not enjoying this one already, I don't know what you're watching. 28 of you guys watching the stream. It would be awesome if you guys could hit that subscribe button. Cole is off, interrupting herself for a moment. Bradbury in the Ferrari off the track. And And looks like CO's off as well. Maybe there was contact. What a chaotic race. 30 of you guys watching. We are so forever grateful for you guys tuning in this evening to watch Caribbean Motor Racing Sim Club host the 12 hours of Sebring Virtual. If you guys haven't already, please do and hit that subscribe button. We're on course for 300 subscribers. And subscribing will also allow you to access the chat where you're able to talk with the host. As we are watching a very entertaining race. We didn't see it, but Luca got the move done on Tavar Clark. And now he sets his sights on Ricard Gumicia. What an entertaining race this has been. Let's take it to the skies. It's drone time. Tavar Clark now getting a little bit of a better exit, but Luca's setup in that Porsche is just a little bit quicker. Tavar can only just really close up that gap in the next following set of quarters. He does so very well throughout the hairpin here. Good exit from Tavar, closes that gap up. 3/10, 4/10 the difference now. And Tavar coming up here. Can he close up the gap? More moves are being made in the background here as George Hall loses a position to a very laggy DeVille Park. Just a bit of internet issues, but hopefully he's still good racing with us now. Looks like it's fine now. Very interesting there. Don't know what's going on with him for the moment. But Martin Webster under pressure. This is the battle for second position in the GTE class. There you see it. Fighting hard now is Martin Webster. He's going to have to do a lot of defense. That BMW is very quick. Cole gets the move done on CO Polar, moves him up a position. Polar sitting in 15th. Ricard, though, finds himself on the inside almost, having to slow down a little bit. Martin Webster goes wide out of Sunset. Ben Tavar off the track. Flick spins it. Back up the order now. Ricard trying to get a better run, having to slow down just a little bit more. Martin just slower out of the corner. Your closest battle here for P2. A little bit of a curb clip from Ricard. Don't count out Luca. He's coming up fast. And what a battle this is. Coming up to the hairpin now. Can Ricard close up that gap even more? It looks like Martin Webster is braking a little bit earlier than Ricard expects it. Ricard's going to have to now go into the outside. Can he switch it back? No, he cannot, but he's all over the rear of Martin Webster. They go through the next set of corners. Still close to each other. Just 2/10 the difference. Ricard, can he put it up the outside? Not yet. Martin goes a little bit wide, takes a lot of exit curb. Here comes Ricard, now even closer. Can he set up a move? This is a very tricky part of Sebring here. And both of them very equal throughout there. We cut now to a move being made. It's David who loses the position to Cale Vaden Roper. Danny Nasir, fastest lap of the session. Let's just go overall just for the moment here. Jaden Harrison has absolutely booked it out of there. And 26-second gap has already been built to himself and Danny Nasir. George Hall getting the position done on DeVille Park. Looks like a bit of a gap is made, so it might have been a mistake coming from one of those drivers there. Ricard now finding himself a second off through Sunset. Sunset Bend is a very, very tricky part of this track. But I do want to check this out here. Cole Bradbury now in the slipstream of David Square and the Polish driver. Cole now in the inside in the Ferrari. Can he get the move done in time? On board with them, looking at that rear view camera. Not going to count it just yet. As soon as we get through this corner, we see up ahead That's Kale going wide, and now I can say that move is done and dusted. Cole up another position. Dylan Moranti, we heard him on the live radio, but I'm not too sure what he just said there. DeVille Park finding himself up another position, as I did just see George Hall just falling out of place there. Kale now all over the curbs, having to save it once again. And this might be a 5-car battle for P10 in the overall standings, but is actually P7. Take to the skies. Check this car battle out here. How many is that? 4 Porsches, 1 Ferrari. And we do see the likes of CO and Dylan in the background, the Ford and the Porsche. Looks like the gap is a little bit opened up there. DeVille just able to get away now, so it kind of looks like George is under pressure here. Cole now on the rear of Kale as well. 3-car battle, there you see it. Battle for P8 in the GTE standings now. Hard on the brakes through this next section of corners here. Kale now using a lot more curb. He's trying to get as close as possible to George. Almost cutting the track side by side. He's actually got the lunge done. Here comes Cole. Can they get it? Just about. George Hall losing 2 positions in the span of 1 corner. Can George now fight back? George is taking a way wider line than the 2 drivers ahead of him. Oh, contact! What was that? Contact is made. Kale's in the wall. I don't know if that was a net code of some sort. Dylan's gonna sail through. But that was a very interesting turn of events there, I should say. I'm kind of speechless. I'm not too sure what happened exactly, because I don't think they made contact. Just looking on the replay here. Actually, looking at the replay now, Kale clipped the wall on the outside just about. And that lost him out. Webster still in P2, but still being hunted down by Ricardo Misia. A long way to go. 44 minutes left. CO getting the move.
Next time, keep it on the track. Don't move to let me pass. Wait to the straight.
Do you hear team radio?
I wasn't moving in. I lost control.
Jaden Harrison kind of asking Kale there for a moment, just watch how you're allowing me to go through, because with the faster class now coming up, these drivers are going to have to find one way or another to let them go. It doesn't make sense to hold them up or any longer, because they don't really battle them for position at all. We look at this battle here now. Cole on the rear of DeVille Park, still your battle for P10, just without Kilvin and Roper. Now Cole just trying to be as smooth as possible through this section of corners here.
Bono, my tires are dead.
Bono, my tires are dead, says Martin Webster. We take a look at him for the moment here. Might be a little trickery over the radio as we see side by side the Ferrari and the Porsche come very close to each other. Cole gets the move done. DeVille on the inside. Can he survive the bumps to try to fight this one on the front straight? Not quite. He did survive it, but it just looks like that Ferrari has a little bit more horsepower on the straights. Now DeVille gonna have to find another way to close up. Let's see what he does for this next section of corners coming up here. Hard on the brakes, there they go. And looks like Cole is just a lot more stronger through here. Check it out in the background. Did we just see a spin? Yes, George just spun the car. And we see our first retirement. George has had enough. George Hall retires out of this one. Our first retirement out of this race here. And that is very disappointing for the British driver. Just not finding his feet here in the tricky kind of environment of Sebring. Ricard still charging hard as we go driver's eye. Ricard hunting down Martin Webster. A couple mistakes like that is not going to help your case. Running off track just a little bit there. Martin Webster extends it now just a little bit more. 8/10 the difference. Going to get to 9/10 on the back straight. Ricard's gonna have a lot of work to do. We cut now to Jaden Harrison, who's gonna have a bit of work to go through now. Hopefully he can get these next set of cars on the back straight, as his fellow Jamaican DeVille Park is gonna allow him to go through, and I believe Cole is gonna follow suit in just a moment. There you see driver's eye. Jaden Harrison having this race completely under control. 28 seconds to the next car behind him, that being Danny Nasir.
Didn't go to my inside.
And Cole just communicating with his fellow driver there, letting the class leader of the DPIs go by. 4/10 now the difference. Looks like Ricard has finally closed up this gap. Remember, this is your battle for second position in the GTE class. Take it to the skies. Very close this battle is. Ricard, now I know it says Italian. No, he is from Australia. You see now Martin Webster holding off a charging Ricard here. And a better exit from Ricard is not going to help Martin Webster's case. Ricard now, does he go inside? Does he go outside? Does he stay put till the back straight? I think he might be taking the latter. But Ricard just ever so slightly getting slowed up here. Throughout these set of corners here, Martin Webster really needs a good exit out the straight. But Ricard is kind of closing up. Actually, no, it looks even. Kale getting the move done on CO. And Ricard deep on the brakes around Sunset Bend. And now look how close he is. He's gonna have to resort to the outside though. Martin Webster gets back on the racing line to prepare for turn one. Can Ricard just hold on?
You're not racing me. What are you doing?
Look how close this is. Now Danny Nasir is complaining to someone, not too sure who, probably calling out blue flags. But look how close Ricard is. Oh, that's a way better run. Martin covers the inside. Ricard now on the outside, but since it's a corner, it's kind of a weird racing rule that Martin now really has another free move to make. But he commits to the inside. Ricard on the outside. Oh, it's contact! 2 wheels up in the air. Here comes Luca. I didn't even notice it. Luca Andretta! The Swiss driver goes through! Sorry, the Swedish driver. Oh no, the Swiss driver. Man, I'm getting so confused out here. Luca now has found himself in this battle here for P2. Swiss, Sweden, whatever you want to call it. I apologize there, Luca. But Luca now, we knew he was on his own, hunting down the 2 cars of Webster and Ricard. But wow! Out of nowhere, Luca comes around.
Get me on the straight. Keep racing, keep racing. Okay.
And there they go through here. Kale, yellows for him. Probably spun that car out. Brandon Smith, our second retirement out of this one. Luca now on the inside and gets the move done. Clean as you like. Can Webster do anything about it? I don't think he can. Unless he could do something on turn 1 here. No, he cannot actually! Luca hitting the wall on the inside, and Ricard goes off! Ricard just getting back on track, does not lose any positions there. Wow, what a battle this is. Luca now having to attack Martin Webster once again. Martin Webster, kind of shades of last week in the semifinals of the DTM World Championships, had to defend off charging drivers who were just way faster than him, but his defense is just absolutely amazing to watch. Luca doing everything he can to get past the Aston Martin, but Martin Webster in the Aston Martin won't budge. Luca now taking a wider line. He doesn't have to worry about any driver in his rear view mirror. Ricard is basically out of this one for now. What can Luca do here? Takes to the outside. Martin Webster just running his own line here. Doesn't even look like he's defending from Luca Andretti. But Luca now does have the better launch out the penultimate corner. Side by side, Martin Webster, Luca Andretti. Webster loses the move, but can he pull it back again? No, he cannot! Webster spins! Where is Ricard? Might be seeing an Aston Martin come up on his screens. Here comes Sean Lee in the back as well. And check this out, actually Ricard is gonna head to the pits. Very interesting there. What a race this is, oh my. Ricard now into the pits. Top up some fuel for this one. Probably went half and half for this stand, as we are now entering the halfway point of this race. Dylan Moranti now on the rear of DeVille Park. Ooh, I say that. He goes a little bit wide. The corner exit. Here comes Ricard. Keep in mind, last round at the Circuit of the Americas, it was Cole Bradbury who pulled a masterclass undercut and took 3 drivers, putting himself on the podium at the very end. Could Ricard be inspired to do something very similar to that? We're just gonna have to find out as this race ticks away. Tavar Clark now finding himself looking at the rear end of Sean Lee's custom livery. Team cams all the way to the bank. Tavar Clark now in his own custom livery. Danny Nasir.
Well, after the next corner, I would say.
Having to lap. Danny Nasir lapping Cole Bradbury there. Tavar Clark closing up this gap even closer though. Dylan Moranti and DeVille Park on the back straight though. Can Tavar even close up this gap? It looks like the Aston Martins are really quick on the straights, but the Porsches are so dominant through the corners. Just following along, Tavar Clark is he possibly setting up a move into turn 1? Doesn't look like it, but Sean goes a little bit wide. Both of them having to use a bit of that runoff exit. That runoff exit curve now through this very tight section. Even if a driver ahead of you makes a mistake, it's very difficult to capitalize on it. You're really just gonna have to slow down to the car behind. Really hunting down Tavar Clark is. Tavar now on the hairpin. Does he send it up the inside? way deeper on the brakes. A lot better rotation for that Porsche, yet they look completely equal. Tavar now actually
lagging, or is that
finds it
mine?
on the inside. I think it might be lagging a little.
Okay.
But it's on and off for him. So just keep an eye on that. Now, Tavar Clark still closing up on Sean Lee here. Sean Lee doing, once again, another excellent job. Just the Aston Martins are amazing at defending positions. Now down the back straight, can we see Tavar now try to put some more pressure into Sunset Bend? Here we go. Tavar takes more of the inside, kind of fakes him out there. Sean is now completely wide. Can Tavar capitalize on it? Not quite. They go across the start-finish line. It's a 2:04.414 against a 2:04.3 for Sean and Tavar, respectively. Still close together, these guys are. They are not letting go. And there you see in the back, Danny Nasir. Two cars battling for position. He's got to be smart. He knows that these cars are battling for position. It's not going to be that easy to let him go. Tavar is going to let him go easily, though. Is Sean Lee going to let him at the end of the straight? Danny on the inside now. Ooh, it is a bit of contact.
I was leaving you space that.
Danny Nasir just trying to fight his way through here as soon as possible, so he doesn't lose any time. There was contact between Danny and Tavar, but it didn't hamper any of the drivers. Just lost Danny some time to Jaden, who's just 30 seconds ahead, who's really put this pressure down. DeVille off the track now. Where is he? Oh, actually completely missed the hairpin section. As we see now, finally, Tavar Clark getting the move done on Sean Lee. Now does Sean Lee look for the counter? The straight is coming up now. We know how fast this Aston Martin can be. Can he get a better exit? Both of them kind of equal. But no, looks like Tavar has just absolutely got out of there. Already hugging the inside, breaking the slipstream as quick as he can. And that move done there. Daniel Taberner now into the pits. He's got a decent gap before his pit stop. But now at the halfway point of this race here. And Taberner has already come out. A lot of drivers going to be coming past him now. There you see Tavar and Sean past our screens there. I don't think... Yeah, Cole actually is going to enter in. Remember, CBR Racing, they are both teammates, Cole Bradbury and Daniel Taberner. So, Cole in for his stop. Sean Lee still on the rear of Tavar Clark. Some of these drivers still got to make a pit stop for fuel, but they decided to underfuel for a faster stint. There we see, still in the pits now, finally getting on the exit here. Where is Kale? Kale is very far off. Looking at the GTE standings right now, Luca Andretta now leads us off, followed by Martin Webster and Tavar Clark. Sean Lee, P4, Daniel Taberner, P5, who Daniel, the first driver in this top group here to have made a pit stop, so he's good to the end. A caution could come out at any time as well. That could really shuffle this order. We've seen it in the past, and we could see it again. Sean Lee now 2.4 behind Tavar Clark now. This race is still very close for a lot of these guys here. When we look at the LMP2 class, Jaden Harrison lapping Kelvin Roper for the second time in this race. Danny Nasir 30 seconds behind, and Lance Nasir sitting in P3, but last in his standings. Another driver in the pits, Danny Nasir and Luca Andretta coming in for their stops. So Tavar Clark's going to inherit that position, as well as Sean Lee and Daniel, who's basically kind of undercut the field here. Still in the pit stall is Luca Andretta. We are currently watching Moranti as he's about to come around the final corner. This is going to be interesting here. Oh my god, he hits the wall! I thought it would have been a race out of pit exit. But Moranti off the track, and he's going to just head this thing back into the pits now. Just clipping the wall there. And we swiftly go through a battle here between David Squarin and DeVille Park. And what a drive this is here for a lot of these drivers here. Check this out. Lance Nasir actually did get the move done as well. I do see in the background Polar under pressure. Actually, no, it's a lapped car. No! Ricard behind this battle here. Actually, he's fighting for position, but I know he's made his pit stop already, so he's got a lot of work to do. Harrison enters the pits. Ricard gets his move done on CO. And it looks like, is that Lance Nasir? Yes, it is Lance Nasir. Cutting through the action around here. Cutting up now to Daniel Taberner and Sean Lee. Sean Lee has yet to make his pit stop. Taberner has, and Daniel is going to want to get past him as soon as possible. Danny Nasir yellows in the wall. He reverses out on track. Luckily, he's in the clear, though, so no need to bring out yellows for him. We only really bring out the yellow flag and a virtual safety car if a caution, Daniel Taverner just lagging there. If we see a multi-car pileup, that does considerably block the track. David now looks like he's almost side by side. Well, he was. Ricard already getting that position done. It goes past our screens there. The sun is setting here at Sebring. And I think that is CO entering the pits. Yes, it is in that 4GT. 1.2, Sean Lee is now behind Daniel Taberner as Daniel has that move done. Now continuing on his way to claim back top spot. But so far, Martin Webster occupies, followed by Tavar Clark. Remember, if you want to use the chat, make sure to hit that subscribe button and you'll be able to use it. Thank you so much, everyone, for all the support. If you are new to us, make sure to hit that subscribe button and join our Discord. Link is in the description down below, and you can get in on this action and racing with us every Saturdays at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Sean Lee just running off the track slightly there. Lance Nasir, yellows for him, hits the wall very hard. Oh, completely spun the car. Needs to get it back on track. Here comes Danny. Lance Nasir finally getting back on the track, having to completely spin that car around. But yes, if you are new to us and you want to get racing with us every Saturday at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we have a lot of championships going on right now with the likes of the DTM World Championships coming to a close next week at Okayama. The triple point finale, 5 cars in it for the title. Then the week after that, we have the NASCAR Cup Series, the first Caribbean group to host a NASCAR championship. We go to Auto Club in 2 weeks. So don't miss out on that, ladies and gentlemen. If you are a sim racer yourself, get in the Discord as soon as possible. Those are events I definitely cannot wait for, that's for sure. That's going to be awesome to watch. If you guys have any questions, do let me know in the chat. As we see DeVille Park now pulling in for his stop here. And Jaden Harrison now getting past Daniel Taberner.
Jimmy, is that you?
Yeah, Tavar, keep that car driving. I'll take it on the street.
Lance is here in for a stop. Jaden Harrison communicating with his fellow Jamaican.
Right side.
Oh, DeVille Park just running off track there. Kale is going to go through, and Jaden is going to get past his fellow Jamaican, Tavar Clark. As they go around the final corner there, what domination from Jaden Harrison, looking to claim a victory around here. Here we see Martin Webster in the pits. Now finally serving his stop as long as that fuel could go, and Sean Lee is now going to inherit that position. He's done well, Martin Webster, to open the gap up to himself and Luca, but here comes Andretta. Around Sunset, I don't see Webster moving. Harrison! Looks like he might have made a mistake just for a moment. Yellows came out for him. Webster does get going out of pit exit. But it's already too late for him to get the jump on Luca. So now Tavar Clark leads it, but for how long? Because Daniel Taberner is closing up the gap to himself and Tavar Clark. It is really close now, this battle is. See in the chat, welcome Yuka Farmer Gaming. Thank you for the subscription. As you're now watching a very good battle here. Tavar Clark, basically Tavar Clark's our prime Sebastian Vettel. He's a very feisty driver that will always give us a hard fight to the very end. And Tavar Clark is doing that as we speak. Daniel Taberner fighting very close. 18 minutes to go, and the sun sets at Sebring. Here comes Taberner on the inside. Tavar is just going to have to figure out a way to get this move back. Tries to switch it. No, he cannot. And that Ferrari is going to sail through and get that position. Daniel Taberner is now your leader once again for the GTE class. And it's time to extend that gap. Sean Lee now in that P3 spot. Danny Nasir being called out.
Take it right side.
From Martin Webster. There they go. Now around Sunset Bend, Danny Nasir is going to gladly take that position. Oh, and in fact, Webster's going to go a bit wide on corner exit there. Luckily, Ricard is 4 seconds behind, so he doesn't have to worry about that too much. Now Tavar, 1.3 the gap. Is he losing or gaining? It's really the big question here. Ooh, yellows for David Squarin. And just answering the chat there, Yuka, yes, we only do Assetto Corsa. However, we have looked into Assetto Corsa Competizione, but Assetto Corsa is our main home for all sim racing, just due to the fact that Assetto Corsa is really just open to so many mods, and the fact the possibilities are endless. And Tavar Clark in the wall as well. What has happened to Tavar here? As Sean Lee now comes around to overtake, but yes, to answer your question, Assetto Corsa only. But our championships in racing have been very close. We've had some of the closest championships. And it's just been so close to watch at the very end. And the drivers, our roster here, man, we get races like this. Sean Lee, Tavar Clark on the back straight.
I can't see shit.
Sean Lee there, apologies for the language there. Sean Lee addressing that the sun is in his eye, he can barely see a thing. As he goes a little bit deep as well. He's really trying to fight hard with the sun. But just give it a lap, Sean. The sun will go down. And we will have 10 minutes under the stars. And Sean is just going to have to deal with this one. Hopefully he packs some sunshades somewhere in the boot of that car. One second now, the gap between DeVille Park and Cale Vader-Roper. DeVille, very, very close.
Lance, they're not racing for position.
Lance Nasir and Jaden Harrison coming together. And thank you, Yuka. Pretty good racing. And clean too. Good broadcast. Thank you so much for the support there. And Yuka, if you do want to at least take a look at Caribbean Motor Racing Sim Club. What's happened, Martin Webster? What's happened to Webster? Martin Webster is giving us his best Ross Chastain impression.
I lost my steering.
Martin Webster trying to crawl. Is it done for Webster? No! Heartbreak! He's trying everything. The steering wheel's gone. The steering is gone. I can't believe it. He loses positions now. He's trying everything. Can't get it moving, Martin.
I can drive, but I can't steer.
All right, virtual safety car deployed. Virtual safety car deployed. Pits are open. Jaden, you are the leader of this one. I need you to slow that pace down to 100 kilometers only. 100 kilometers.
Where's the leader at roll?
Just past the hairpin.
Okay.
Everyone 100 kilometers?
100 kilometers. If you haven't caught up to the leader, you are allowed to go full speed, but no overtaking. Pits are open. Pits are open. And Martin Webster having to park that car in the corner. A pretty dangerous spot there. So remember, there's no overtaking whatsoever. And man, that is mighty unfortunate. You got to feel for Martin Webster. This whole race, Webster has been absolutely on the ball. The Aston Martin finally working for him. And the steering is gone. Man, what a race this has been so far. Oh! Did we just see David in the wall there for a moment?
I gotta quit, guys. Steering's gone.
Are you able to like replug in the wheel?
I did that, but now the configuration of the wheel is gone. The wheel is totally...
So rejoining won't even work either?
I'll try that.
Alright. So that pace is perfect, Jaden. Just keep that up. The leaders are now on the back straight.
Am I in the lead lap or hole?
I'll let you know in a moment.
Okay, thank you.
Such a shame. I'm trying to get back in now.
Copy.
Oh, I see a horrible little bung up here.
It's pretty dark, guys. Hopefully you can.
This is exactly what I need.
So Dylan, you are on the lead lap when it comes to your class.
Okay, perfect, thank you.
Yeah, you're about 30 seconds behind the next guy. But they're also catching up to the leaders. So remember, leaders on the back straight. Now coming around Sunset Bend, the final corner, about to enter the front straight. So with 10 minutes to go, we see in chat now, Brandon Smith had to retire the car. Awesome.
Is it working, Martin?
Ooh, Kale.
How many laps down am I?
So far, it's just showing us you're 1 minute to the next car ahead. So let's get you caught up first, and then that'll be easier to let you know.
So be careful, man. You don't need to come so fast.
Yeah, remember, single file. You don't have to be super close to the car ahead. We're not going green anytime soon.
There you go, Martin. Get the darkness you wanted.
Oh, this builds suspense.
And the darkness has come around.
A little bit.
As Jaden Harrison now leads us off under the stars. This race is going to go down to the wire, folks.
Where are the leaders at right now?
Guys.
Past turn 2. Past turn 1 coming up. Yeah.
Okay.
So, Sean Lee gets his drive-through taken. He did speed in the pits when this caution did come out.
Whoa!
What has happened to Cole?
What was that? Someone had severe netcode and just...
Netcode? Alright, just claim your position back. Just let Cole go by there. Just let him get his position back there. Yeah, you don't have to be really close to the car ahead. You guys can give each other some space.
2 seconds out.
Tavar, let Cole have that position. He just had a little bit of a lag spike there. We're giving his position back there. So Martin, does look like you are 1 lap down from what we're seeing on here.
It says I'm 26 seconds behind Keel.
All right, well, yeah, well, we'll see when you get to the
It'll probably update when he crosses the line. Martin.
Yeah.
Rahul, what's the fastest time for the DPIs?
Let me just check. Are you talking in the race?
Yes.
Danny holds that with a 54.353.
Right there.
So we're gonna go green on this lap. So once again, keep the pace just like this, and we're gonna let you guys go racing on the back straight.
Single file restart.
Single file restart. The hope is the back straight. If the last 2 cars cannot catch up in time, we're gonna let you guys go on the front straight.
Carol should be fine, but where's Martin at?
Around the hairpin.
Okay.
Whoa.
So remember,
guys,
give each other
what
some
the hell?
space.
They're going
Give each other
really
some
fast.
space.
Slow down, Kale. Slow down, Kale.
I'm in a front with the guys.
Oh, we're speeding here.
All right, we should be fine for the back straight. So keep in mind for this restart, you're gonna have, for the GTE cars especially, you're gonna have DPIs ahead of you and behind you. All right, Jaden, you're on my race control when we go racing again. We have 7 minutes and 22 seconds to go, plus 1 lap.
Oh, am I a lap down?
Let me just check that now. It looks like you're fine, actually. It says you're 8 seconds behind the next car.
There you go, Martin.
It says I'm behind 12, which is Keel.
Yeah, that's a bit weird.
It's showing in 15th, so there might be someone in the pits.
Join me in 15th.
Green flag, green flag. Race underway once again. And we're under the stars.
I'm getting back.
And there they all go down 3 wide. Almost a lot of cars going off. One car off the track. I think it's Tavar. Yes, it's Tavar. Back up the front now. Here we go. Hopefully it's the last restart as we go racing. Moranti and Ricard side by side. Cole off the track, facing the wrong direction even. As they all go down turn 1. Side by side now is Taberner. And Luca, remember, he leads the GTE class. Oh, a little bit of a twitch for Dylan. He still fights in it now. And they're still side by side. Great racing now coming to the end of this one here. Dylan now on the outside. And there we see Ricard now. Oh, super send off the track.
Thanks a lot, dude.
And Dylan does not show his approval. And Ricard ascend a little too hard for him. And that is definitely going to have a penalty coming towards his way at the end of this race. Just watch the lag on DeVille Park there. Yeah, just watch the lag there. It's on and off. Just keep an eye on it. There you see Martin Webster getting oh so close. As he's gonna send it up the inside. What a move! DeVille turns in, not even realizing where he's at. And look at the background there. Who is that next? Off the track. Wow.
Rough, buddy.
And there you hear Sean Lee saying a little rough there. And now Kale on the inside of Taberner. CO in the way of these guys here as well. Oh, Kale gets off with a bump. Vader Roper on the outside. CO up ahead in 13th. Lapped car. And this, ladies and gentlemen, is your battle for P2 as Luca is absolutely out of there. Side by side. Taberner now. On the outside. Almost off the track. Stays on racing surface. CO still in the way there. Tries his best to get out the way. And it's going to have to really slot through here. He's really trying to find a place. But remember, you can't really overtake in general for this first section of this track. He goes off. CO just out of the way there. Here comes Ricardo Mizia and Webster. Remember, Webster is a lap down. Oh, CO! Contact in the wall. Wow! CO just trying to get back on the racing line.
Come on.
And Moranti saying you gotta leave a space. Shades of Fernando Alonso.
Not you.
Come on, guys, we're close to the end. And there we see Moranti getting the move on Sean Lee and Martin as well. He's got 2 there. Oh, I say that he's gone! Sean Lee having to avoid. He's off the track too. Here comes Tavar. On the inside. Webster off. I think that's his race done now. Yes, it is. Martin Webster finds himself retiring out of this one. Tavar now actually having to defend. Mo Moranti off as well. The restart has not gone well. It's shades of Daytona. At least he's not on his roof. What a race is this towards the end. 2 minutes and 28 seconds left to go. Luca leads us, followed by Cale Vader-Roper and Daniel Taberner. And Dylan just absolutely not having a good one out here for this final restart. Drivers every which way. We're coming down to the final 2 minutes and 1 lap. And this race has shuffled so many times. What a race this has been. Just a reminder to the drivers, top 3 for the DPI and top 3 for the GTE class. Once the race finishes, please park it at the end of the front straight. So that's the top 3 of the DPI class, and the top 3 of the GTE class, please park it on the front straight.
Can you look into David's stock run after the race?
We are going to look at a lot of, yeah, we will look at a lot of things after this race.
He was defending for no reason when I'm a lap in front of him.
Right, yeah, there's nothing we can do right now in terms of replay. We'll look at it after this one. And ooh, Kale off the track! As we watch Tabiner go past! And that makes it easy. A P2 gone for Kale Vaden Roper. Oh, he gets it off again! Does he save it? Just about! Here comes Ricard! A little too far behind, I should say. 6 seconds, though, from Tabiner to Luca, and I don't think he'll be able to close up in time. 30 seconds to go for this Sebring 12-hour virtual. What a race this has been. Now coming down to the very end. 22 of you guys still watching this one. South Dakota and Dover will be coming later in the year for the Caribbean Motor Racing Championship. You gotta stay tuned to that. That's gonna be coming very soon. But Tavar Clark now on the hunt. Fan favorite of many down in Jamaica fights his fellow Jamaican, DeVille Park. DeVille Park, Tavar Clark, side by side. A lot of lag coming from.
Yes, this one is lagging hard, yo.
Yeah, we're at 2 to go. We're gonna leave it as is. Just keep an eye on it. Tavar now really closing up now on DeVille, who's just absolutely having the worst time ever. That internet connection is just not looking good. But we're trying to give him as many possibilities as he can. We don't want to take him out the race at the very end now. But race stewards are really looking at this one. Tavar now on the inside. Contact is made for both of the Jamaican drivers. And Tavar is going to sail through. Really feisty at the very end here. 4 tenths now, the difference between Kale and Ricard.
Oh, here.
You look at the GTE class, this is your battle for the final spot of the podium position. Jaden Harrison gets the fastest lap, done and dusted. Just for good measure, Danny Nasir 14 seconds off of the leader. And final lap for Jaden Harrison, who's now going through the next set of corners there. We cut back to this battle here, just for the moment. And wow, man, I said it once before and I'll say it again. What a race this has been, and it's just not over yet. Ricard touches the wall just a little bit there. Now on the front straight, entering the final lap. 1 to go for the battle for P3. All these drivers coming to the very end there. Luca, ooh.
My car doesn't disappear.
There we see CO and Moranci almost coming together on Sunset. And look how close, man. This battle is really coming down to the wire here. As they're coming up to the hairpin now, Ricard really have to do everything. But remember, he does have a looming potential of a penalty over his head. But Kale still wants to win this battle on track. But we go now to the very top, around Sunset Bend. The Jamaican, Jaden Harrison, is going to claim his first virtual W in the form of Sebring. The 12 hours goes to him. Jaden Harrison wins it! All right, so top 3 at the end of the front straight, top 3 at the end of the front straight. Everyone else just enter the pits after you finish this race. Danny Nasir is going to find himself in P2. A good result for him. Comes across the line. He's on the podium. We look at this battle back here, trying to look for any drivers now coming across the line. Lance Nasir is now coming around the final corner. And a career best for Lance Nasir. Lance is on the podium. What a result for him. Luca now around the final corner, and he is going to take home his win. Cross the line, and he wins the GTE class. Daniel Taberner, P2 for him. Couldn't get the job done, but check this out in the back. Side by side, Kill, Ricard. Contact is made. Who's gonna be across it? It's a tie. Who was it?
Oh my god.
I'm not too sure. Ricard has done it!
That race should have gone way better than it did.
Ricard at the very end gets it done!
Hey, Uncle, let's do the game complete first.
Ricard, wow!
You're still racing?
No, we're done. However, we're just trying to figure out right now. The battle for 3rd place in the GTE class was a photo finish. We're currently looking right now to see who took home P3.
I think it wasn't me. It
says Kale on my end.
And on our timing screens, it says Ricard is P3. But you know what? We're going to interview you, both of you guys, so just stay at the front here. But wow, what a race that was. Very entertaining. And I got to say, you guys put on such a good show. I just want to say, we are total 692 viewers. And we had consistent 30 viewers watching you guys. That was an amazing race. So taking us through now, we're going to start off with the top 3 for the LMP2 class. Starting off with a career best, finds himself on the podium, Lance Nasir. You done it. P3 for you, Lance. How's that one? Lance, do we have you on a mic? Do we hear Lance Nasir? Lance, are you there?
Yep.
All right, Lance, how was that race for you?
It was good. It was a clean race and everything else. I mean, I got hit from behind by DeVille, but that's beside the point. But it was a good race. It's a really good race. I mean, hey, 3 cars in the race, and I ran last and I got 3rd place, right? So, whatever.
Hey, you take what you get in racing.
Yeah, but hey, that's good. It feels nice. It's okay.
As a good race for you. Congratulations there. And P2, Danny Nasir, you were really the closest threat to Jade in this race, but you couldn't get it done. Danny, how was that one?
I somewhere along the line, maybe a miscommunication on my part. I was running in 4th or 5th gear at the start, just cruising. Somewhere along the line, I thought race director said we were gonna go green when we exit the last turn and we were all on the straight. So I was just cruising in a high gear, and then when the green flag dropped, I was caught napping. So I went from pole down to 3rd, and then it took me a while to get past Lance, and by that time Jaden was gone. I was hoping for a yellow flag to catch him up back. Yellow flag came a little late, and the eyes are not as good as when I was younger, so I was struggling in the dark to see at the end of the race there. But I tried to over push to get to Jaden, but I just don't see my braking points in the dark. I was complaining about that earlier in the week. So I ended up I was catching him. I was closing him out, maybe not fast enough, maybe a few tenths a lap. But the dark wasn't the best time for me to be driving. So I outbraked myself, or I think I touched the grass at one of the corners, and that was that. But P2, I'll take it. You know, you gotta take whatever you get when it comes. So I'm happy with that for me and Sean on that team.
That's for sure. Yeah, RDN Racing is going to definitely claim a lot of points there. And yeah, as for you, Danny, that's a great result there, P2. Congratulations.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah.
Coming in P1 there. I'm pretty sure you are live streaming right now. Jaden Harrison, absolute domination there. Jaden, how's that one?
So that race, I didn't qualify the best because I had problems with the wheel. So I just basically skipped the quali. Martin wasn't here and Kadim wasn't here, which sucked. There was less drivers on the grid, but I caught Danny off the start there as he was in 4th gear. I just kind of ran away with it. I was just saving fuel, saving tires the whole race, and tried to undercut in the pit, but I didn't have the fuel calculations. It was a good race though. It was a good comeback at the end with Danny there. As I am spin off, I was like, oh no, but good race.
Good race indeed. That was a fantastic one, dominating that. Congratulations. Now we head over to the GTE class, starting us off with Luca Andretta. Luca, the restart is what you needed, and you just blasted off from there. How was that one?
I really feel like I don't deserve the position due to the incident with Cole at the beginning, but I tried my best, to push up through the positions, and yeah, it was quite a good finish afterwards.
Indeed, yeah. I do want to take us back to that incident between you guys there. It was very hard to see from our cameras there, but just from your perspective, what did you see?
I probably underestimated the braking on the car, and I just sent it a bit too hard, and it was definitely my mistake, and yeah, I really feel bad for him.
Well, yeah, but we are going to look at it after the race just to make sure, we don't put any blame or penalties just yet. Maybe it could have been a racing incident, who knows? But yeah, overall, though, you did dominate this field, and that was just an amazing drive from you. It's definitely well-deserved the way you just outclassed everyone else there. Congratulations on that win.
Thank you.
In P2 now, Daniel Taberner. The restart looked like there was hope, but it didn't look like it was possible come the checkered flag. Daniel, how was that one?
Yeah, well, that's racing. You get lucky, you get unlucky. I think Luca definitely deserved his shot at the win as well. He's had a very good race. Otherwise, yeah, it doesn't fall in sometimes.
Indeed, yeah. That Ferrari looked very strong in Sebring. I just want to ask you, what is the Ferrari strong and weak points here at Sebring?
It's mostly the acceleration out of the corners. It accelerates really quick. I know I caught a couple of people coming on the run up to Sunset just off that alone. The suspension was a bit tricky, but once you got that down, it's giving us good grip around the longer corners as well.
And he definitely held that car together. That was a great finish from you there to get into P2. Congratulations. That's a good result. Now, in P3, we are going to take just a 2-second break because we're going to now enter the replay file because we need to just double check who was 3rd place coming to the end there. So just give me one quick second here. If you guys have anything extra to say in the chat, I think one thing I would say right now is that we did cross over 300 subscribers. So all of you guys, just give yourself a pat on the back. It's not possible without you guys. And that was just an amazing race.
That was a good race. I just want to remind the guys I was running 75% throttle all the time. I can't get any more out of the car. My pedals are gone.
Yeah, you don't run with 100% throttle, right?
No, I'm not getting more than 75%. So I mean, I couldn't pass people on the straightaway, man. I would run with the GTEs down the straightaway. Yeah, I'll get them towards the end, but no, I had no speed, man. 160 miles per hour was the tops. Oh well.
As we now
it is what it is.
Get back into the session here. All right, I'm just gonna quickly screen share now. As we find out who was P3 at the very end. What a photo finish, like I said. Hold on, guys. We're getting to it right now. We're loading in. I know it says intermission, but just give us one brief moment here. So I think we're just about to get in right now. All right, we go live on our broadcast here. This is the replay where we're going to figure out... just give me one moment here. My bad. Just trying to figure out this here. And I think we should be good now. Ladies and gentlemen, next week...
So has the stream ended?
No, we're still yet... No, we are still yet to interview the the third place driver for the GTE class. At the line, there was a photo finish, so we just want to, again, double-check who it was, because Assetto Corsa is saying one driver, our timing sheets on the Emperor server side is saying another person is one. So we just want to double-check here.
Oh, that is close, that is.
Are you looking at it?
300.
I was... Oh, the stream's not up.
Yeah, just put it back up now. All right, now we are going to find out who this was once and for all. So if you didn't see it, this was, I believe this is the last lap. Yeah, this is the last lap. So Kale and Ricard.
How come Roper didn't get a cut track there?
I think maybe he did. So now going around...
I couldn't even put a wheel over that white line and I would get a cut track.
The final corner here. This is going to be very close. Now we get to finally see it.
So you guys you were in trouble with your tires?
Who, me?
Yeah.
No.
That's Kale. That's Kale.
Yeah, that's Kale.
Okay, okay.
All right. We have it decided now. Kale, do we have you on a mic?
Yes, sir.
Kale, just take us through that whole final lap.
That final lap was, oh my days. It was pretty horrible because a couple of people left the server, and every time the server updates, for some reason my game just froze. So I went off a couple of places and I just completely destroyed my tires trying to get back onto the track. So from about like right here, going around this long right-hander, my tires were red. I was just struggling to keep the car on the track, trying my best to just not overshoot the braking zones, And I managed to do it all the way until the last corner. I really was just trying to keep the car, stable, not let it just run off into the barriers. And I lost a lot of time there. But that's pretty much the theme of my entire race. I in practice had the fastest time with the help of yours truly, but I was not able to put together a good qualifying. Started way down at the back, and a couple of incidents. I spun a couple of times. I was really by myself for the entire race. But I'm a strong believer in just finishing what you start. So even though I was, way at the back, like 15th, 16th, I just kept going. And that yellow flag came in and basically saved the day. I was able to throw on some soft tires, fix the car, the damage that I had. And, well, here I am. It was really all over the place for me.
Man, you are the king of late restart. Late restart. So last week... late restart led to you winning that one, and then this week the late restart allowed you to just clutch a podium. We did see you lose out some positions earlier, but you just had it towards the very end and kept the dream alive. Kale, that was a amazing race from you from start to finish. Congratulations on that one.
Thank you, and congrats to Jaden on the win.
And there we see the finish. What a race. All right, we're gonna end off the stream now, and I'll continue afterwards with the after race replay. Fast for the stream. Just gonna go end it off, so I will be right back. And what a race that was. Man. There are your drivers. There is the GTE class, sorry, the DPI class. Jaden Harrison, Danny Nasir, Lance Nasir. In your GTE class, there they are. Luca, Daniel, Kale. There it is. And folks, I just gotta say thank you guys so much. First of all, 300 subscribers. That means so much to Caribbean Motor Racing Sim Club. Thank you so much for all the support throughout this stream, for everyone who tuned in to watch this amazing race. And ladies and gentlemen, next week, you cannot miss out. If this was your first race and you're just tuning in, seeing what's up because you saw IMSA, you saw Sebring, you know that's this week. Stay tuned until next week. Same time, same place. Saturday, 5:15 Eastern Standard Time. It is the Okayama finale. 1 year ago, the DTM Championship hosted the finale at Okayama. It was Justin Nasir versus Sander Von Leeuwen, and the championship was decided by 1 point. This year, 6 drivers go for the title. Who is going to win that one? It's triple points on the line. It's always entertainment at Okayama. What a place to end it in Japan. You guys cannot miss that race out. Hit that subscribe button and might as well hit that bell notification so you don't miss out on that event. Week after that, we go to Auto Club for NASCAR. But as for Sebring, we ended off here. What a race it was. Photo finishes. Chaos on track, chaos off track, strategy, and all-out war here at Sebring. And that is it here at Caribbean Motor Racing Sim Club. Thank you so much for tuning in this evening. If you haven't already, make sure to join our Discord so you can get in on events with us every Saturdays. We go racing, 6 p.m. You do not want to miss out on the action we have here, hosted here in Assetto Corsa. Thank you guys so much for tuning into this stream here. We hope you enjoyed, and we hope we entertained your Saturday evening or wherever you are around the world. What a race it was. Jaden Harrison wins the Sebring 12-hour virtual. Luca Andretto wins the GTE class, and we finally say goodbye to a tough track yet humble beginnings, as this is where American endurance racing all began. Thank you so much for tuning in. Hit that subscribe, hit the like button, do all that fancy YouTube stuff. Join our Discord to get in on the action. If you're a fan, tune in next week as we see and crown our newest champion for DTM World Championships. My name is Her Holiness here from Caribbean Motor Racing Sim Club, signing off. Have a good night wherever you are around the world.